everybody, and welcome. My name is Ursa, and we are back in the thralls, in the jaws of better balanced game multiplayer 3-for-all with 8 players today. The usual competitive lot, and we are playing with Sejong of Korea, who in better balanced game is an absolute minefield of trying to work out what on earth is going on. I'll try and explain as we go, but what you need to know is he is a bit of a mix between a science leader with the seowon, a culture leader with big theater square adjacencies to the seowon and vice versa. And once we get to feudalism, he can actually produce builders faster as well. There's a lot of stuff to think about with this one. I'm going to be trying probably to go down the science route today, but with an idea of keeping my culture nice and high, using the same economic start as I've done before. It looks like Imhotep is the first engineer up today. We should kind of keep an eye on that one. But yeah, Korea just seemed like a really interesting, I don't know, evolution of the sort of semi-culture, semi-science game I've been balancing so far. There are a couple of things I'm going to be trying to do when I play today. Number one, I'm going to try and not leave myself to be as massive an open target as before. I will be generating an army, maybe even going after a couple of puppets, some toadies. We're playing the toady rule, the usual rule where if I find myself in a war with somebody and I can capture a capital or force them to surrender, they become my puppet for the rest of the game. That's the fun rule that kind of differentiates our multiplayer games from other games. But you all excited? I know I'm excited. Let's start. On turn one, it looks like we have a nice hill on BBG. It doesn't matter what sort of hill it is, as long as you settle on it, you get 2-2. And we've got a 3-1, there's a 2-1-2, there's a 1-2-2. We've got a lot of options here. Now, I could potentially move to the geothermal fissure, but it doesn't have fresh water, I believe. No, it doesn't. Oh, one thing I'm going to be needing, sorry, I want to do that. I don't want to put it on strategic view, is just to keep the hill search up. Hills are really important because you can only build your seowon district on a hill. Just worth keeping that in mind for later. I'm looking for a hill next to a geothermal fissure. This could be a really, really good or a really bad start. That's actually a really good start. We've got one there, which is already +3 adjacency. Brilliant. Okay, yeah, we're going to settle in place. This is a good start. The start I kind of like is the double scout opener, and we are going to be rushing writing into currency to get to the commercial hubs first. Normally, I would build the commercial hubs first. I might build a couple of seowons, maybe 3 or 4 of them before the commercial hubs to try and get the district discount going. And also because it's so cheap, I might as well just get that science. Plus, we want our science to be as high as possible because when we go to a new era, we get double our science per turn as culture, and that culture can just push us through the game nicely. Good? You up to speed? Well, the turn timer is now about to start. It's 30 seconds per turn, +1 every turn that we go through. It is a brutally fast turn timer. And I have a tribal village already, and I have a scout. Oh, now this is an interesting one. Do I go for just a double scout opener or do I go for a triple scout opener? I don't know. I mean, annoyingly, I don't actually need this. If I just work that tile, okay, I can actually get to 2 pop and work the scout. I'm going to go for a 2 scout. Seeing as I got the 3-1, I might as well just take a scout off the build queue. There are no barbarians on this map today. Just keep an eye on that. No barbarians to worry about. I'm going to move up and down the rivers around me to see if I can find some great places to settle. I want the fresh water. In fact, actually, that is another good seowon with a nice hill. It's worth pointing out on BBG, the adjacencies and the yields of them are totally different. So you're going to see me play really weirdly with them. There's a couple of other rules with them, like, for instance, they culture bomb when you complete them. Specialists in them give you a little bit of food. They're weird, okay? You're just going to have to, like, put up with the fact they're weird. This is a continent divide, by the way, which is why there is geothermal fissures. So maybe it's worth bringing scout in this direction to see if I can figure out what's going on over there. Yeah, let's get that settler out. This is way quicker than I would normally do. We'd probably shave 2 or 3 turns off this. So let's just rock that. Is that the tile I want to be working for gold? I don't think it is, you know. Taking a turn off the settler there by just working those 2 tiles. I think that's fine. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm kind of hoping we have a bunch of space today. I don't really want to be settling on top of anybody else. I want a nice, easy start. This is Pangaea Ultima, the better balanced map version of the Pangaea map, which is, you know, ultimate. That's a 3-2 tile, which is really, really good. I could 35 gold another 3-2 tile over there, but I think I'm going to save my gold for the trader in order to get the currency boost. This scout's going to just go left. This one's going to kind of bend to the right. It is Pangaea Ultimate. We should find somebody before we finish writing. I don't really want to be teching beyond the point of the boost, but we'll see if that happens. That is a great seowon spot, but I'm thinking like around it, there's not much else going. What I kind of want to be doing is making sure that my seowons are built in a bit of a diamond shape from my other ones, because we want to fill theater squares between them, because theater squares give major adjacencies for seowons, but it's not that simple because seowons still have a -1 adjacency to all other districts. You're following? It's going to be complicated. You're going to have to try and follow this. Like, I'm going to get the adjacency on these things wrong during this game. They're a little bit mental. I'm warning you now. They just make no sense. Okay, only one tribal village so far. I think we're on 1.75 times again. Although I will just check that. I think it's on 1.75. Not that it matters. I never find them. Yeah, it is 1.75. If we found one, one was right next to me. It means there's going to be one there. There's going to be one there. Like, they're always right next to where I should be looking. Ugh, yeah. One day I'm going to have a game where I just find hundreds and hundreds of them. Okay, Musa. Mansa Musa, we're going to have somebody absolutely gunning for merchants. So we're going to probably have to rush the merchants a little bit faster than normal. Let's go God King to get the Pantheon. There's no barbarians on this map today, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll unlock the trader and try and get the settlers as soon as we can. Come on, give me something. Give me some tribal village. A CAD. Okay, well, a CAD is a really good thing for, like, if I did want to, like, declare war on people later. We'll see if that's good. I don't know. There's the first settler. We're going to be doing a lot of like searching hills to see where we want to put our seowons. I think we will go and settle up in that direction. Yeah. Maybe we'll try and get the coast settled. I mean, the tiles around here just aren't very good is the problem. Maybe I'll try and just settle on that tile. I don't know. It's a bit of a terrible settling spot, but I'm going for the seowon. I don't want to be rushing that too much though. It's not my entire game. Yeah, I'm actually regretting this choice already. Maybe I go over here to work the T. I think that's actually a better shout. Go and work over in this direction. I can still work the same thing, but crossing the river doesn't appear to give me much right now. So yeah, we're going to go and settle over here. Let's hope that works better. Okay, writing is done. I'm going to have to spend a little bit of gold on this tile just to lock in the production there so it doesn't get too much higher. But then we want to save up for the trader later. I've been trying to work out whether or not I want to go for a Magnus opener with provision to get the food and production to the trade route, or maybe go slightly weird and go shared knowledge and go for 1 food and 3 science on domestic trade routes. Really lean into the science per turn. I think because we want to be playing science because of this extra culture ability, I'm going to lean in that direction, but whether or not that works out to be the right thing, I don't know. Also, we're just going to be working this. That's a nice +3 already. Let's get that down. Can I have like a tribal village? Anyone? We've genuinely found 1 so far. Okay, Mali's over there. I need to kind of move away from that, but 1, just 1. Normally I would be focusing on going for the monuments first, but we're doing this because ultimately I really, really want to make sure that we get the best value out of having a unique district. Get 3 of them down, possibly try and get 4 down would be the best thing to do, and then go into commercial hubs that are then boosted. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Where are the tribal villages? Where are they? I don't know where they are. It begins to become quite comical. Like, I don't think it's rigged at all. I must say this is a joke, right? I am joking about, but it is quite funny how I can just never find them. Like, what is wrong with me? Where are they? Why can I not? It's just these geothermal fissures. Alas, there's not many hills around the geothermal fissures. I've kind of claimed the only 2 that I can build around over there, which is a shame. So I think we'll have better luck potentially going for just a good settle in terms of good tiles. So we're going to go and work all these bananas down to the south. We'll go over here. 2 turns, seowon in that direction. There's the trader. Try and get early empire to get a colonization as soon as we can. We're still working on the Pantheon. I kind of like just focusing on that. Looks like Mali's gone for a profit opener rather than just rushing commercials, which is a very normal thing to do as Mali, but means we might get a couple more than we were expecting. I bought a tile as well. We're not saving our gold for the trade route at all. I think I might just make it in my capital. Oh, Helicopter Kicker, the amazing player of the group, has got a relic start with Congo, by the way. So you've heard it here. You know, I am now blameless for anything that happens to this. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, fire. Actually, that'll leave a really good tile later. Is that a rainforest or just a regular wood? Yeah, so that might spread and put some decent yields around on these tiles here. Nice. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. Libraries. Provide one science, instantly build a library. Is a brilliant first scientist for us, by the way. If we can potentially get the extra scientist point, we might be onto something here. I don't know. We'll see. Nope, there was no tribal village in that tile that I was joking about. So, you know, one seowon has been finished. Let's get that trader done to get the boost for currency. I would like to put commercial hubs down as quickly as I can. Plus, we're going to get 17 culture, which again, is not huge, but it means that we can boost our way to the important stuff nice quick. I think I'm the first person to have a campus down though. Again, we're just making use of the seowon at the beginning of the game to make sure that we have some use of it. I'm not going to be spamming it as the opener going forward. We will be reverting to the commercial hub opener. Okay, that fire did spread, which is pretty good. We like that. A Gorgo. I don't think we know where Gorgo is, but we'll offer the friendship just to be sure. In the rules on this server, by the way, you can have as many friendships as you want. There is no limit on the number of friendships you can have. Instead, we have just a 1 alliance per player rule. That's the way we play it. So you do have a lot of early game friendships to stop people from declaring war. We're going to really struggle to get a golden age here, which is surprising considering we have a unique district. That's mad. Anyway, we're up to now like 23 culture. We're going to get the early empire boost, which is good. We want to make sure our spare culture doesn't go into anything too bad. Right, currency will boost and finish there as soon as we send the trade route. Now I think we're going to go animal husbandry mining. It makes districts a little bit more expensive, but we're just going to have to suck that up because I don't want to not have that, you know? We'll go settler, settler. We're going to get the land surveyors next turn, and I will get a seowon, although there's nowhere to put it. So, okay, monument will do instead. Go on, tribal village. Where are the tribal villages? I don't know where the tribal villages are. 2 military city-states, by the way. Aggressive game. Pantheon, have we still got profit campuses, amphitheaters? We're going to be building a lot of that stuff. I'm going to just double up. That means we get 4 campus points already. We can try and get the first library. That would be a really useful one for us to go to. And now let's go for where we're going to be putting our district down. I think the government plaza does want to go somewhere useful. Let's send it just to the middle still. I think that's good. Pingala, in you go. Early Empire's done now. Craftsmanship's good. And we put in urban planning as fast as we can. We ran out of time. Should have put the commercial hub down there. Never mind. Let me just quickly lock that in. We have mining, so the seowon could go down now, but that's fine. Bronze working, we don't really want to do that any earlier than we have to. Irrigation I will need though. I put urban planning and I realized I should have put the settler card in. I don't know why I did that. Never mind. Right, we got 3 settlers going out. I think I'll go to 6 cities and then we'll leave it and we'll go pure infrastructure after that point. Here we go. Urban planning into settlers. We're going to have a real lack of culture in this early game, which isn't great, but we're kind of working off the fact that we get a little bit of extra culture as seowon, so that's fine. I don't think it is fine. I think it's going to be anything but fine. Candy? Oh, tribal village. We found a tribal village. Oh my goodness, we found a tribal village. Excitement. I shouldn't be this excited, but I am. Just switching to archery before irrigation finishes. I'll just leave everything on 1 turn for a second until we have a builder to actually work it. Just saves us a little bit of production later. Come on, let me have this. Let me have this. It's a tribal village. I've got none. What do I want to be going after this? I think I do kind of want to go industrial zone, but we're not going to be working many industrial zones early game because I want theater squares. It's kind of like commercial is the first district and then campus, theater square is the next 2, industrial is the 4th. So we need 10 population cities. The government plaza in the capital as well to make sure that the routes go in there better. Oh man, there's something to work on everywhere, but I do kind of want to rush apprenticeship to an extent. I don't know. I don't know what's worth it. By the way, we are not going to be going for the usual government plaza pick. I'll talk about that in a second, but I have an alternative plan and it's controversial. I don't think in any way it's meta, but it could be funny. It could be very, very funny. Actually, you know what? Preslav would give me another production in the capital, which would help with the settler, but I don't need that yet. I'll save the envoy for a second. There's a lot of rainforest to the south, which is kind of putting me off a little bit because I don't really want to unlock bronze working for any longer than I have to. Like bronze working, it really does stop you from district discounting until much later in the game. So you kind of want to avoid it as long as you can. Okay, I think at this point, you know, a builder is kind of worth it. Doesn't seem like it. I know you should save builders and try and build as few as possible, possible, but there are so many improvable resources around me. Oh, there's another person. Once we get to 4 population, hopefully, keep pushing this a little bit more. Yeah, we are not going to hit the golden age, which is a real problem for us. Why? What could we do to hit the golden age? This is really bad. Settle on floodable land or work tiles that have been burnt? I don't know. Keep meeting people. If we just keep meeting people, I think that works. Or maybe, I don't have enough time for mysticism to get a HUZZAH in. That would help. Recruit a great writer, shipbuilding, archer. We haven't played this very well at all. Can't even rush the monument. Just keep meeting people. There's enough people on the map that I could, if I met everyone, hit the golden age. So that's what we need to try and do. Oh, there's somebody. And here is the free library, which I will get down immediately. Bam. Okay, just 2 more era score now. 2 more. That's all we need. We settle near floodplains. Would that help? I think we've already done that, though. We've already got the floodplain settle. We can improve burnt land by maybe getting that amber. That would be tricky to do. Russia scientists? Nope, not quick enough. Let's get this pasture. That helps a little bit. And then Pingala, researcher for a little bit more science. Again, we're just rushing this so we get bigger culture bonuses later. Settler. We want to keep those things in the government for now. Get the monument going. Political philosophy. We're very slow to that for now, but that's okay. And apprenticeship's going to give us a massive culture boost. Come on, meet people. Meet people. We're not going to do this. Oh, I saw someone there for a second and I was like, yes, please. I don't think the government plaza works, you know, on the seowon. I might be wrong on that, but I don't think it does. Maybe it does, but it will be cancelled out. So there's no point putting it in the middle. I don't think I'm going to get this. Come on, please. Nope, I don't think so. Oh, Vesuvius. Oh, we're going to be 1 point off. No, I don't think there's anything we can do. Oh, maybe I should have thrown a project. That would have been good. Oh, that is so frustrating. That is bad. That is a really bad start to this game. No matter. We'll have to just fight back on that one, but that is absolutely horrible. Okay, well, 3 inquiry it is. Yikes, 1 point off. That's horrible. Okay, we need to get as many Eurekas as we can now to just try and deal with the tragic nature of what's just happened here. That's appalling. Okay, that is another governor, which means we can now go shared knowledge and get all of that extra science and food on the trade route, which is lovely. We've got the government plaza done. What does my capital want to do? I'm just probably going to keep the settlers coming for now. Let's get the irrigation bonus and an extra food because it's next to the seowon. Celestial navigation, mathematics, engineering. I'll just figure that out in a second. I don't think I've got the full boost unlocked to that yet. And I'm just going to hard build apprenticeship. I've got the science. Oh, look, I found another continent. That would have done it. Never mind. Engineering is walls. Mathematics is 3 districts. Celestial navigation is 2 sea resources. So we could get mathematics for free if we have the 3 districts. If I finish this commercial hub, that works. So I think I want to finish the commercial hub before popping the scientist, and then it'll be fine. Okay, good. Classical Republic. Settlers is good. Urban planning is good. First envoy and caravassaries. Vatican would have helped, but no matter. I'm going to just go Preslav, 2 envoys there just to make sure we got a little bit of extra production in the capital. And then drama and poetry. Actually, no, we want to just hard build to feudalism as soon as we can. Get that done quick. Get the builders in. We need the builders as fast as possible. Oh, I should have put the commercial hub down. Ursa, watch for 4 population. That's what we should have been doing here. Watching for 4 population. Never mind. I'm going to put the commercial hub there because it's not on floodable terrain. I've been flooded too much in the last few games that I just don't want to deal with that again. Fifth city, lovely. This commercial hub won't be ideal because this is the only city that's not going to be able to get to a river. Okay, yeah, we're just working on tiles that I'm not going to lose too much sleep on. Weird opening, this one. Really strange opening, and I'm not entirely sure it's the best. But we're going to have 7 cities pretty quickly, and then I think we just work on infrastructure for a little while after that point. There's apprenticeship, which just gave us 56 science per turn, so culture, which is lovely. Now we go for Misandry in the tundra. They say, oh, Ursa, go to the tundra. That's where all of the tribal villages are. I bet they're not. I bet they've all been taken. I bet there's none for me. None for me anywhere. That's what I think. Don't need the settler card in anymore. Let's do that. I don't have any envoys. We'll put charismatic leader in. And then none of this is any good, to be honest with you, at all. Put the builder card in for the sake of it. Let's go to that. Oh, there's a tribal village right there. Lovely stuff. That's good to see. It's good to see. We're going to try and get to that coffee. Let's keep it close for now. And another one. Oh, mathematics. Oh, that's a boost I was going to get anyway. That's hilarious. Next turn. Oh, well, and because of that, it doesn't actually matter. We might as well just pop this immediately. We'll go bam. And then bam, and we've got mathematics. Okay, cool. Well, better unlock our universities as quickly as possible. Okay, do you want to see my crazy plan? My really, really silly plan? Rather than going Ancestral Hall for settler production in the 3 builder, we've already got our settling done. Audience Chamber, nope. I'm going Warlord's Throne. I'm not planning on going particularly aggressive. I must point that out. Missed a tribal village, like, near my border, did I? Did I? That was so petty. That was so petty. Oh, I love it. Thank you for pointing that out for me, though. I didn't spot that. I didn't spot that. Oh, that's made my game. That's absolutely made my game. That's so funny. Oh, dear. All right. Well, we're just building up infrastructure now. Yeah, I know. Probably shouldn't be rushing campuses so much, but I'm going to anyway. That's Preslav, just for the visibility to meet Kublai. Hello there. Just keep the friendships going. I just like to keep friendships with everyone in this early stage of the game. I'd rather not have to worry about having like settlers sniped and stuff like that. Merchants are already being scooped out pretty heavily. We've got Congo and Mali on this map, so I'm not expecting any great merchants at all. Like, this is going to be pretty impossible to get any. That's not a problem. We don't mind that. That's okay. We've got 2 monuments going now. Pingala is kind of set. I could go for grants, you know, get myself some more great people points. I'm earning 2 scientist points in that city. I could get more. Like, the more boosts we get, the more era score we get. Anyway, why am I going Warlord's Throne, I hear you ask? Well, Warlord's Throne is massively improved in BBG. 25% production towards all naval and land military units in all cities, and that's all types. Reduces the maintenance cost of all units by 1 gold, increases strategic resource stockpiles by 15 and online speed, and provides you with 2 of each strategic resource that you have revealed. It's an insane card for later if you need to panic and build a military because you haven't, because you always forget. That's kind of what I'm aiming for here. I know myself, all right? Like, I know that I will eventually forget that. So we're just planning for that. I'm trying to do this. If I need to build a late game defensive army, Warlord's Throne helps me to do that very, very quickly. We'll see if this works. I don't know if it will work. It could be a total hiding to nothing. There's one person we haven't met. If we meet that person, which is typically Helicopter Kicker, A, we'll know how much trouble we're in terms of being behind the pack, but B, we'll also have a really, really good sense of whether or not we're going to get the Golden Age. We should do. That should be the first meet on everybody first. I don't think anyone will have done that before me. I cannot spell strategy. What is wrong with me? Oh, this is the rush. The rush. We haven't met any scientific city-states, which isn't ideal. That's not how you spell it either. Why don't you just copy and paste it? I can hear myself saying. I don't know. I don't know why I don't do that. I just don't. I'm just useless. I'm just sitting here making markets. Okay, that's where Argos is. I needed to see that just for like trade routes later. I think I might ally with Gorgo. Tokugawa is tempting, but Tokugawa doesn't typically throw a lot of international trade routes out. So in terms of allies, I'm not convinced Tokugawa is the right choice. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe I've got that wrong, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it. Okay, we're rushing feudalism. I would quite like to rush for writers. You know, I keep forgetting that in competitive, you really do want to rush those writers fast. I'm just going to get mysticism and put the writer points in. You can see Heli doing that right now. 4.9 writer points per turn. Very strong. I need to get that card in quickly. Oh, no, it's not that card. It's not that card. It's in drama and poetry. I've just unlocked the preserve for no reason. Oh, well, I think I get the scientist points, right? So, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but that's something. So well done. Well done for doing that. Wow. Pyramids has been built. That's a pretty Mali-like thing to do. There's no shame in that. You know what? I'm not bothering with district discounting. It's not happening today. I've mucked it up too badly. Let's go for bronze working to get the iron so I can unlock that, the Warlord's Throne. I think that works nicely for me. Now, we could go university here. which I kind of want to do because university in a Pingala city is absolutely insane because we're going to get 3 science for the library, but I can get 5 extra science for that university, which is pretty cool. There's the last scientist, which means we're going to just have tons of stuff there. That's construction, military engineering, ironworking. Beautiful. Religions have been gone for work ethic, religious community. No one's got crusade yet, which is nice to see. I'm going to try and keep very weak units available to me for a little while as well. I want to mass produce them ideally. Everyone's accepting friendship so far, which is good. Oh, there was iron underneath. That's good. Preslav has just been sniped. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter particularly. That's okay. We've met Mali. Hello. Oh, Congo, I should say. Heli never accepts friendships. Oh, no, he does. Look at that. All 7. Hey, what a lovely multiplayer game we've got going here. Was I the first to meet? No, I wasn't the first to meet. How does that work? Never know in multiplayer how that gets sort of dished out, but there we go. Do I go industrial zones before I go for theater squares? That is a good question. Why am I so excited about theater squares? Theater squares give major adjacency to my seowon, so like a theater square there is a really big deal. That's why I'm a little bit keen to put some of them down, but I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff that's competing here for my brainwaves. I can get a second trader going though, which is nice. We should have the gold to do that in a second. Let's unlock the aqueduct just so I've got that available to me. 26 science, 47 culture. So the culture is outrageously high for a lot of people here, but I'm not as far behind as I could be. Like, I'm not too worried about this. This is okay. We have been in a worse position. Engineering has been adopted. Lovely. Now for construction. And I have got the golden age. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, I would have so much more culture if I'd hit that previous golden age. It probably has slowed me down significantly in this game. Absolutely significantly, this has slowed me down. But it's my own fault. It's my own fault. I've got no one to blame. This scientist is going to slow me down. Hildegard. I'm not going to have a holy site with any adjacency, really. I think what I would ideally like is to be able to switch my culture quickly to put the builder card in. Then I will pre-build a lot of builders so I can then feudalism everything. Weird selection of city-states, though. Really, really weird selection of city-states. Apadana built. Do I just rush for chemistry? I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I kind of am tempted to. Well, industrialization is a good rush as well. Let's get military engineering so I know where the niter is, and then we'll kind of work it out from there. Right, the builder card, where are you? Here you are. What we'll do is we'll just preload every city with a builder and then stop them when they're 1 turn away. It just slows me down by a little bit, but is really good for when I pick up that spare couple of builder charges. I just need to be active on managing that one because you know I'll forget it. I will. I always do. I haven't revealed anything that I haven't seen yet, have I? City-states are the ones, but no, I think we're okay. Okay, yep. Again, go through. Just make sure that nobody finishes the builder. We do not want anyone finishing a builder. That is illegal. That is not on. I have 7 cities, 4 cities, 7 cities for Greece, 5 cities for Mongolia, 3 cities for Grand Colombia, 7 cities for Congo, 7 cities for Japan, and 6 cities for Georgia. I don't feel too far behind, which is great. That is reassuring. That is lovely to see. And I'm ahead on tech, which is kind of as you might expect. Do I want my next district to be? I don't really want a diplomatic quarter as like an urgent priority in this city, but I kind of might have to do that. Right, I'm going to just pre-build the industrial zone a little bit just to get the production in my capital. I'm banking on the industrial zone being a better choice for me. I don't know whether or not that is the clever thing to do. Wonders are being built absolutely everywhere at the moment, but no matter. It don't matter to me. Okay, yeah, right. Well, let's just stop the builders from being produced. Okay, we've got to be so on this. We've got to be so on this because it's going to be really easy to forget. This university, by the way, is going to ramp my science up like crazy. What do I follow up with? A commercial hub? I'm tempted to just run a couple of encampments, you know. I am kind of tempted to run some encampments basically to sort of force a situation where I build a little bit of military. I am tempted to do a little bit of a cheeky rush here. There are a couple of people around me with no army, and I could do that. I do not want the holy site faith person. No, 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 no. That scientist is rubbish. We'll see if the next one comes up with something better. Go on, pick up Hildegard. Come on, Georgia. You would love that. You would love that. You've got all kinds of holy sites, Georgia. It's your entire thing. Okay, good. Right. That's now 2 points. Technologies and inspirations. That'll do. That's a good one. Okay. The builders still want to get finished. finished. We don't want them to finish. No. Okay, now we've got military engineering up to the top. We're going to just rush industrialization. Sailing's done. We need 2 galleys. I'm not going to do that. Military tactics. A classical era wonder. Maybe if we get Imhotep. I don't know if we'll end up getting Imhotep, but we'll see. That one's given us mass production and printing. Printing's a good one. I didn't get printing last game, much to my detriment. I should have got printing. Okay, the builders are all 1 turn away. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 builders ready to go. I'm looking forward to this next golden age. This is going to be brilliant for me. Now, Niter, I have 1 source of Niter and it's right between the seowons. No! Why? Oh, that was my theatre square spot. Oh, isn't that always the way? Fine. I mean, I deserve that. I don't know why I deserve it, but I deserve it. Oh, traders. Damn, I forgot traders. Oops. Get the traders down quickly. I've got so much capacity. Why have I not done the traders? No, Ursa, you fool. Get these finished. They need to be finished before anything else. How much science my capital's getting though? 35. Nice. So once I get feudalism, the next bit of my career ability appears. 30% production towards builders and cities without governors after feudalism. So that's a big bonus towards builders. Do a lot of chopping, a lot of improving, a lot of good stuff to get things done. So serfdom goes in. Inspiration is decent, but I don't know if I want it. Kind of do though. No, I'm going to get the general points. I would like to get at least 1 great general just in case. Big old just in case. So now we need to unlock the theatre square and we get the beautiful internal trade routes finished now, but not after the builders. The builders will now rush onto the scene and just chop everything out. This is what we've been waiting for. Just a builder rush in every single city. Now we won't get them in every single city because the cost will progressively go up, but that will put a lot of builder charges onto the map for us. We've only built 1 builder up until this point, so it's been fairly efficient. Chopping out Rainforest is going to be absolutely on the top of the agenda. Oh yeah, that's quite a lot got finished that turn. Great. Especially mines between seowons. That's a good one. Just realized that my country looks a little bit like Italy. Like not all the way like Italy, but like enough like Italy that it makes me smile. Yay, more builders. Builders make the world go round. Drama and poetry now unlocked. Let's go for recorded history. That's a really important one for us, that. Get some more builders out. You can see we can just sort of chop them out, which is lovely. We get a huge production boost in any city that doesn't have a governor, which if you didn't notice is all of mine. Chop, 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 chop. This is going to reduce science to the seowon a little bit, but I mean, honestly, I don't care. I do care. No, I meant to put it there. No, what am I doing? That is the worst place I could have put it. Oh, so you know, I was going to put the other industrial zone there. Okay, right, we're going to have to improvise now. That means this will be an industrial zone. I can't believe that. That is so stupid. Ursa, what are you doing? Oh, why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. I can't emphasize enough how irrational your thought processes go when you're under this much time pressure. Like, I love the time pressure. It's actually really fun because of this reason. You have to move so quickly. You can't just sit here for ages and ages and ages working out exactly what you need to do. It's like, go quickly. I will go for the medic. The medic is really, really good. And then campus giving housing and adjacencies are really cool. Start luxury trading as well. I thought I had a duplicate. Apparently I don't have a duplicate. Why did you tell me I had a duplicate if I didn't? Silly game. So I'm gonna just use him because I think with the time I'm not gonna be able to use them appropriately. Yeah. There's buttress. We need to build 2 harbors, which we're not gonna do. Musket. Do I get to kill the musketmen? I'm not gonna unlock it. 2 workshops I should get though. So we'll try and get 2 workshops. That's doable. If I just never finish that aqueduct, I never have to live with the shame of that aqueduct. How about that? If I just refuse to acknowledge the fact that I have an aqueduct, then that's fine. We never have to deal with it after that point. It just is an eternal shame we can ignore for the rest of the game. I can't believe that. That was so bad. Oh dear, what was I doing? What was I doing? I don't even know what I was doing. That's the worst bit. I want to go monarchy. No, I think I want to go exploration. But I do want alliances because I feel like I'm going to be behind on that one. Now let's go for Liang, which is ironic because I'm going to put her in a city that I would like to get builders in, but should be fine. That's good. I want to rush out that university, or do I want to get more builders? Rush out the university. I think that's a good play. And then the general charges are really good. The natural philosophy is giving me a lot less than I expected it to. Okay, I'll ignore that for now. All right, I'll put more builders instead of those universities for now. NITA, yeah. Chop it out. Get it done. Workshop, workshop. We're getting 2 of those. We should industrialize pretty quickly. It feels like not enough cities. I'm struggling with the concept of just not having more cities. I could start chopping some out and maybe just add another 3 or 4. I guess I could potentially conquer a couple. Tokugawa would be somebody, he's got a lot of science. Maybe Mali? Mali's been working so hard on infrastructure. I mean, Mali would be a really, really good toady. I think what I'm going to do actually is I might pivot now into attacking Mali when the friendship expires. 16 turns. I did just do that. Okay, that gives me time because I can build loads of horsemen, upgrade to castles when I'm ready, rush with some pretty powerful units backed up by a general. Yeah, I think that's not a bad shout. We can do that. Get ourselves a toady. Workshop done. I really don't want to build this aqueduct. I should, but I really just don't want to. Can I just refuse? Is that a thing I can do? Can I just refuse to build it? Like, thank you. The letter. Don't need the letter, but it's an interesting pick. And now we can finally get the culture. Pen, brush, and voiceover. Drums of War is tempting. Extra. Horses, Iron, Niter. 15% production towards military units. Unit maintenance reduced by 1 per turn. 1 production for encampments and their buildings. Combat victories provide culture. I'm going to save that for next time. Pen, brush, and voice is the more reliable opening right now. Let's do that. Don't threaten me with a good time, game, because I will take it. I will take it, and it'll be good. General points are useful. I think, I kind of want to build an army, though. So the general points, I keep that for a second. We're just going to build a couple of horsemen raw. Sounds really weird, but basically what I'm doing is I'm just sort of hard building them. I need to move quicker. I need to move quicker. World Congress. I don't have much favor. 48. So I'm not going to be able to win this one. Diplomatic victory could go immediately, though. I'll vote for a point for Georgia because I think she's probably going to end up winning, and I like to cause chaos. International trade routes would be really cool if I got that. So I'm going to put all my voting power into this one. What resources have I got? Coca. Let's vote for that. Yay! Oh, that's 164 science from Tokugawa there. That's insane. Wow. I see that's a golden age of its 3 inquiring with the commercial hubs there. No, you gotta love it. Chop, 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 chop. Oh, what's that one? Oh, trader. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I got the trader. I happen to be looking at it. Amazing. Okay, I actually want Marco Polo to absolutely activate in a trading city. This one will do fine. That's so funny, though. Oh, I don't think they meant to give me that one. I don't think the players meant to give me that one. Oh, well, never interrupt the enemy when they're making a mistake. Now on to mercenaries, just to help us to increase stuff when we need to. We've got all the good internal trade routes we want, so I'm now actually going to start sending some gold routes to Tokugawa, which actually kind of makes me think that maybe I do want Tokugawa as an ally. All right, fine. I'll offer Tokugawa a cultural alliance. Oh, I totally ran out of time there. I was looking at alliances and stuff. There's so much going on. It's mad. Oh, we need to go a little bit quicker now. We need to make sure that we've got the speed for need. That's what we need. Auckland. Oh, thank goodness. Auckland is a really, really good find. A bit of production on my workshops is lovely. Don't want James and George. No, 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 no. Terrible. I'm going to go instead for exploration, get myself a better government. And here is the first theatre square. It's not the best theatre square, but it is at least one. Bishang will do nicely. Theatre squares, that's a +5 I'm putting down there. Lovely stuff. So my ally might have forewarned the person I was going to go to war with, that I was going to go to war with them. I need to have a word with my ally, I think, about... Oh dear, that's so funny. Why? Why would you do that? No, I really needed to... Yeah, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. We'll make it work. It's fine. Okay, we've got an extra district going in my Pingala city though, which is really cool. So in order for this war to be really good, I need a few things. I need to obviously have a load of horses, which I kind of do and ready. I need to have the Great General, which hopefully we will do next turn. And then I need to have some melee troops that I can upgrade to do some wall smiting. Let's just get that general. That's great. There's a lot of different different stuff that we could use here. 232 science, 185. There's a lot of free inquiry science going on here, which I am struggling with. Just going to get a battering ram. Which is better, a battering ram or trebuchets? I think the trebuchets are probably better, aren't they? Try and get those working. I mean, this encampment is going to be really solid in the capital, producing a lot of general points for me. Diplomatic service and merchant republic time. Is there something that works on siege equipment? Hard shell explosives. Yeah, here we go. I thought there was a siege unit one in BBG. That's good. Natural philosophy in now, as well as aesthetics for a little bit of extra. Summon Republican Legacy, and I'll put Professional Army in there as well now, as well as Merchant Confederation. Lovely. So industrialization is going to give me a huge boost of culture, which is lovely. But before that, I'm going to get castles quickly, then go back to it. Chosen campus is really good. Let's do that. Lovely. Now we're going to go for an intelligence agency to get the spy. Just making sure to stay behind these traders so that they don't spot me, although I think it should be pretty easy to spot me if you know where you're looking. I'm so totally going to go into a dark age here. I can just see it happening already. Settler time? I start picking up some settlers now, you know. How much for the upgrade? 50 gold. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm just going to do that now so I can take the card out of the government. How on earth am I going to get a golden age? This is a very valid question. I'm not entirely sure of the answer to this one. You might have to just, I don't know, pray to the culture gods that somehow this works. I don't know. Okay, there's industrialization. Now we're going to go along to printing for a bit more combat strength. Last game, I didn't even get it at any point, which was a ridiculous oversight from me. Got 6 movement on most of these horses, you know, so that's really good movement. Let's hope that'll be enough. Oh, I can't build the aqueduct across that side of the river. I'm having one of those games. Like, I am going to admit this right now. The amount of misplays I've had in this game has been exceptional. What on earth is going on? I don't know what is going on. We got coal and coal. 2 coals. Nice. Get the factories up and running now. Culture should push me close to nationalism as well. Again, it's like that. I chopped before there was anything in the build queue. So I didn't chop anything. Why would you chop something without anything in the build queue? I don't know. No one truly knows. Let's go for raids. No, do I want to raid? I do kind of want to raid. I need the yields. 57. They've just gone to 57 like that. What? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, this could be substantially harder to break through. We're going to need more trebuchets. Don't worry. There's always more trebuchets. We're going to go printing into military science and go cavalry. I think that's going to be a step up that we need. I'm just going to put 2 envoys into Akkad to cement that as well. At least we're industrializing. If nothing else, at least we are industrializing. Now, speaking of, I mean, the raid card is good, but yeah, I'm just gonna try and get a bit of production in so I can get these factories up and running nice and quick. Given how little I've settled, I feel like I should have gone the other Korea. Another general. Hey, well-needed era score. That's great. There's the cavalry. It's fortified. It has a general. It's a very high base strength as well. Oh, this was unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait until cavalry to attack, which is gonna give them so much time to prepare. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to declare the war just so that I can, you know, try. But this is gonna be an absolute, like, pile drive of nonsense here. Till I can upgrade my troops, that is, anyway. Crab bucket. Has anyone heard of the crab bucket before? That's when people just sort of slow each other down with pointless wars. We've got warlords throne anyway. Oh, that's a very badly timed flood. That's a badly timed flood. Yeah, that's not good for you. I should be able to get that attack in nicely, like so, and so. Move in, make sure that we've got all the units kind of in place. Start to do damage to the walls. Don't panic. That's the main thing. Pillage. Don't panic. That's what I said. Don't panic. Is anyone panicking? Stop it. Stop panicking. There's the factory. Coal power plant time now. More coal. 7 production on a single coal is amazing. And a listening post. That helps. That's a little bit more combat strength. We need to make sure we got good supporting bonuses on our units here. So we'll get some good fortifications in. Move the units around just to make sure we've got good flanking. And then we'll just take out these walls like so. So I want to take the city. I kind of do want to take the city, I think. This is where instead of craftsman, I need to think about this a little carefully. Town charters I don't need right now. We're going to instead get the raid card and the gold card. And I can get some good faith on my pillaging. Like so. We need all these yields as quickly as we can. 1, 2, and then 3 damage. That's okay. Almost done. Nationalism is a really good pickup as well. That's good. This is where the Warlord's Throne is coming in really handy. We can do a lot of extra extra production on this sort of stuff now, which is cool. So in a few turns, we should get cavalry, which is what I want to upgrade to first, and then we'll move out from there. I think we'll pillage quickly twice. Form the core just to protect that unit. And we'll activate the Warlord's Throne, I think, with that attack. Lovely. Keep the city. Move everything slightly forward. And that is production, I think, from Warlord's Throne. I don't think that's been changed. I would have to check that, though. There's a part of me that's like, do you know that hasn't been changed? And I'm thinking, no, actually, I don't. I'm at least going to get a normal edge. Oh, I did. I just got world circumnavigated, apparently. Oh yeah, my scout. I didn't even see that. That's hilarious. How many era score do I need? 8 to get a golden age. Man, that's not gonna happen. Unless I might get some power. Oh, has anyone else got power yet? I might be the first person to have power, which is actually something, you know? I might be able to buy a great person. Yeah, actually, I might be able to buy a great person if I do some pillaging. You know what? I might actually end up getting a golden age here. It's very unlikely, but it's possible. Okay, 2 power. Move in. Ah, there's another city there. Lovely. That's good. That means we can just sort of continue moving in. Maybe if I was quicker, I would have been able to rush it, but yeah, we're settling for a normal edge. Attack there. Move up. Do some pillage. Move there. Attack, and we should be able to strike and take the city. There we go. There's another one. What's going to get me the most things? I think to arms. If I kill units or completing buildings. No, completing buildings. Keep it internal. That's what I would say. Okay, loyalty is looking really bad. Loyalty is looking very bad. Can we move this around at all? No, next turn we can move that around. That's fine. Cavalry. Let's get these upgrades done. Victor, in you come. Let's just sort of keep this one loyal. And now chemistry. We just need to beeline this one as best we can. How are we doing in terms of tech? I feel like we are not ahead. No, we've fallen behind again. Wow, Tokugawa's doing amazingly. A lot of them are doing amazingly. Okay, we just need to keep working. Keep working. Everyone's in a golden age, really, which is annoying. Never mind. I'm going to vote for Doughboy to lose points because I think people are going to turn very quickly. Then we're going to... dams? I think people love dams, don't they? We're going to vote on dams. And double scientists. Let's just rock on that for a bit. Double merchants. Siphon funds is unavailable. Gains 2 is Doughboy. People really want Doughboy to gain those points. I love it. All right, cavalry time. Now we move in, take up those walls. Oh, a decent Mimir. I always forget that he's buffed. That's so good. We can actually just make sure our capital actually has some happiness. Brilliant. Next to colonialism. I think we should be able to do this turn if we're lucky. First though, we're just going to make sure the raid card is in. It is perfect. Do some pillage. Thank you so much. And attack followed by moving in. I really hope that would have been an attack. Never mind. We'll attack. And I will just seize a tiny bit more. Attack, and there we go. Toady. So I just had a conversation with the Mali player. They have officially surrendered. They will now be my toady. They have allowed me to keep the city of Anchorhead, which is going to be really, really helpful because it gives me the opportunity here to have like a holy site, to make sure we've got another trade route. Like there's a lot of good stuff here. So we'll just work on that one. And I need to get my science up. We need to really, really beeline science, as well as working out how we are going to try and tackle the 2 science leaders in this game. It's going to be really, really tough. Okay, I just did that totally the wrong way around. Hang on. Oh, that's embarrassing. I need to trade. Oh, dear. We did that totally backwards. So, confession, I mucked up the trade deal so badly, we had to go and re-lobby for this turn so I could do it again. Thank you, the channel supporters I play with, they're so understanding because I'm so useless sometimes, but here we go. Anyway, let's do the little bit of pillaging we were gonna do. I've got to make sure we move my units properly because the AI is illogically moving everything in a really weird way. Like, it's interesting to see the AI play sometimes. Like, why would you move this builder there to undo everything they've done? It's just like, nope. And it's like, I know building a bank is the meta thing to do, but I'm not going to build a bank. I'm going to build a trader. Right, Ursa, you have one job. So they're currently seeding all 3 of these cities. I want to keep this one, so we'll give this one back and this one back. So I am returning. They're 2 big cities, and I am keeping this one. How hard could it be? It should be fine. Okay, good. Excellent. This time I didn't muck it up. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm useless as an individual. Thank you again, channel supporters, for being so understanding. As I say, I had a chat with JB, the player of Mali. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do. Their goal now is to focus 100% on gold and expanding settlements. And the plan is they're going to throw tons of trade routes my way. And in doing so, they can power me up, send me loads of gold, and eventually I should be able to go and attack Tokugawa. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of, let's go and send my spies down here. We need to try and tech up a little bit, and stealing techs right now could be the play. This could be an opportunity to betray my original ally here and go and attack them, but I don't think I need to. I think actually keeping positive relations with Greece would be good. Greece is a very, very defensive civ. I'm going to keep all my strength for Tokugawa. If we need to use it, I don't know if we will, to be absolutely honest with you. Tell you what I will do, because I always forget to do this in my games, but we're actually going to lock in specialists into my campuses. This actually does a huge amount of extra science for me, and it gives me extra food because my specialists in my seowons do get food. Makes me think that I actually do need more of these things, but we'll keep on going. Refresh the government back into peacetime government, get some builders out, and actually get some settlers out. We do need more settlers here. 193 science per turn just isn't enough. We are now 3 techs behind. I'm teching nicely to chemistry. I think we can research lab this pretty well. We need to just make sure we don't fall away. Keep getting the science. Keep getting the science. This is an opportunity to actually scout above me as well. These are not as good routes as I'd hoped they would be, but okay, we're going to keep the internal routes in for a little bit whilst I wait for Visselbanken to come into play. Oh, I got a great writer. Yay! Oh, that's actually really quite good. I like great writers. We need some of these. I think I might also take over Akkad. Seeing as Japan keeps stealing them from me, we're going to kill them and then take that space. That should be good. I can settle right up to Greece in a couple of places. We're going to do that. 1, 2, 3 settlements. Yeah, lots of extra settlers. Let's just now focus on getting our science as high as humanly possible. That's a good looking album of cities, isn't it? Lovely. Very lovely. Just need more campuses now. More campuses needed. More specialists to go with them. I think all my gold will just go now into more science. Let's just go all in on it. Why not? Joan of Arc. Hey, someone. That's good. This is late, by the way, to be settling. I am aware of this. Don't really have a choice, though. We kind of just have to do it. Get these settlers out as quick as you can, please. Get that settler card in as well. Which my capital don't do that. Start building things like HUZZAH cores. We're going to take out Akkad. We need to do it with violence and anger. I like the fact that I can't repair the holy site because I haven't unlocked holy sites. It is an embarrassing revelation, that one, but never mind. Reveals oil and art. Lovely. That's actually quite a nice one for me. Bam. The replaceable parts. I was hoping I'd get that one. Brilliant. Okay, we could potentially spy a little bit better. Do I have the card that makes my spying better? Not yet. I could put Machiavellianism in, though. Let's try that. This is a bit of a gamble, but I want to steal as much as I can here. That's fine. That's fine. Both of them are quite low chance, but hey, it's possible. We'll try it. Do I want to go to war with Japan here? I think I'm going to have to. I have Warlord's Throne, and it would distract. I mean, it would unfortunately leave Helicopter Kicker, who yet again is on the other side of the map, but what can we do on that? We don't really have an option. Steel, though. They have steel, which is unfortunate. It means they've got artillery. No, economic city-states is making this a little bit harder to maintain an army as well. Yeah, they're building tons and tons of army. You know what? I will offer the friendship. There's no hope. No when you're in a crab bucket. No when hope is hopeless. But, you know, friendship doesn't mean I can't go to war with Akkad. I think Akkad has to go down. It is a good city for me here. And free. Especially if I'm not going to be able to afford to build a bigger army because of gold issues. Still tech boost. Fail and success. Okay, 1 was good. I'll try again. I'm trying to get a level 2 spy. Ace driver will do. That's fine. Auckland defeated. Oh, yeah, good for you. The ally is defeating city-states that I won't necessarily control. This is really good. This is exactly what I want to see my ally do. Alliance level with Gorgo in 3 turns will go to 2, which means that's timed perfectly for chemistry. great. And we're getting great writers and artists and musicians and stuff like that. I don't think we'll be able to stop a culture victory, but we're going to give it a good go. No, instead of aesthetics itself, we're going to put in frescoes and symphonies, which sounds like a wild thing to do, I know, but we just want to get as many great works as we can. Look, I have my methods, okay? They may be crazy, silly methods, but they are methods. Can't deny that. Keep building the seowons. Oh, I'm not going to be able to compete with Congo, who has stepped up on the musicians and things. Yeah. I think that's hiding to nothing. We're going to take those cards out. It was worth a try. I think it was worth a try, but no. Look, we'll do what we can, okay? We'll do what we can. Lots of new settlements. This is very, very, very late in the game. But I'm hoping I can get Hicksonk to the Connors. It will let me build out all of the campuses mega quick. Right, declare war on Akkad. This one's ours as well. We need it. That's honestly the main reason we're here. We just need it. But that one pillage is basically financed my economy for the next few turns, okay? Don't judge me. I am very desperate right now. Remember, we get era score every time an industrial era building is finished. Like, for instance, the factory. So that's cool. We like that. Oh, Akkad has absolutely no range strength whatsoever. That's great. So we will just continue to take down the walls, and we've got some good troops for that. 2 turns away from chemistry now, though. That in itself is good. Pretty proud of some of this adjacency, actually. Considering how difficult these districts are to give any adjacency to whatsoever, I've done okay. Like, I could have done better, I'm sure, but I've done okay. More pillaging that I need to do this turn. That'll do. Take the city, and it's mine, which gives me another little burst of production. Beautiful. Choose escape route. No. Ah, well. Oh, didn't have time to move this out of my government. Ah, I'm so struggling on the turn timer. It's fine. Don't panic, Ursa. It's not like the game is getting away from you or anything. Not at all. Anyway, research labs. So close. So close. This stock exchange will finish. This power plant will finish in time. That means we've got 2 of the points that I need. Actually, this one will finish as well. That's 3 of the points. I think I'm going to get a golden age. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a golden age. Hopefully. We'll see about that. Flight time. So we now work on getting all of this tech up in our cities. Still, we're putting down more great works. Just like little bits here and there, but it helps. Come on, get these buildings finished. I don't know if I've got an iron unit. I'm hoping I don't, you know. Is that enough? Yay, I got enough. Oh my goodness, I was so worried I'd mucked that up. Like, genuinely so worried that I'd mucked that up. That was insane. Oh, my spy is dead now. I love how useful spies are. They're so good. Probably a counter spy there, to be fair. I hit the same city over and over, and I should have just kept moving it. Can actually change this now. Republican legacy back in you go. And I'm gonna put regular liberalism in because I think this will actually help massively, as well as this will bank in a bit of extra production. Yeah, up to 300 science now. We're still comfortably behind the leading pack though. That's the problem. I think research labs will help. We just need to keep building up the science. We're not so far behind that all is lost. Okay, dedication is going to be really important here to arms. If I want to attack cities, that's really good. Wish we were here. Now the tourism is going to start going up massively. Sky and stars. Smart materials off-world mission. Aluminium gets more aluminium. Spies. I think we've got to do sky and stars, haven't we? Yeah, just try, Ursa. Oh, we're still getting more though. More seowons are appearing by the turn. More we can get, the better. So I honestly thought that we weren't quite as far into the game as we were. Turn 100. Burning through. We're getting there quite quickly. Who's winning the Diplo victory? Doughboy by a significant amount. I'll keep voting down until someone agrees with me. Tiles bought by this player are cheaper. Who would do that? Helly would do that. I would like more population growth. Yeah, let's vote for this one. See if I can get that. Hey, I get more population. Helicopter kicker's been nerfed. Everyone's been nerfed. Good. That's a good result all round, I think. All I need to do is just whenever a research lab is finished, just make sure there's another specialist in it because specialists are really good. Yes. Water park is very handy too. Let's get that done. Oh, I'm chopping out so many extra research labs than I expected to this turn. Brilliant stuff. We actually just gained 60 science in one turn there. 60. Pretty good. And we'll continue getting more as we get more and more research labs flowing. More great generals. Amazing. And more research labs. We're stacking them now. Oh, yeah. Look at this. My toady coming good. What do I use that on? More research labs? I think that could be good. But no, what I'm going to do is any city that's not quite sorted itself, let's get some builders in. This is really handy. Ah, toadies for the win. JB, you legend. Oh, yeah. My ally is absolutely absolutely amazing. Whoa, hey. Another piece of great artwork. Every time I do that, it just sort of pushes things like a couple of turns down the line. Stops anyone from winning too quickly, you know? More builders, more builders, more builders. These are all just amazing. Yeah, do you know what? I am starting to genuinely see the effect of builders in multiplayer. You do have to build way more than you think. That's fine. No bell. 50 great people points. I don't need you. I need anyone that gets me space stuff. Apologies, we're all gonna have to skip on the same ones, really. Oh yeah, the gold just keeps coming in. Thank you. So we are 8 techs behind both. We've seen though, if we can just make sure that we're hanging on for the actual space projects, maybe we'll be fine. I have a feeling that Helicopter Kicker is going culture rather than science, so it's only J that we've really got to worry about here. Now we've got steel walls, again, something smaller that we don't have to worry about on top of that. Okay, CAD is basically going to flood. Nothing else is going to be too bad there. I think we're okay. He says looking at his science plummet. Oh dear. Here's refining. Then we'll go rocketry. There's ideology. Musician. That's useful. We're actually getting some decent stuff here, you know. More research labs. Keep them coming. Okay. The science is still coming in, you know. We'll keep forcing this in. More science, please. Okay. The tourism is beginning to rise. We're doing what we can to resist it, but it's going to be tough. I won't lie to you. It will be tough to resist the amount of culture and tourism that's now heading our way. I can keep increasing my culture to an extent. The odd city-state here and there is helping. What I'm hoping is somebody decides to declare war. Oh, Boulevard is declaring war. Good on you. I think that might be a little bit difficult, but I approve. I approve of the attempt, and you have my support the entire way. In the meantime, I will bravely continue to try and build this side. In brave isolation, we will try. Well, if nothing else, we created a really cool K-pop kingdom. Like this bit, I'm absolutely thrilled with. Only 4th in score, but we're in the pack competing for 2nd place, so that's okay. I haven't built a single wonder. If I built wonders, then to be honest with you, I would have more score. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this. Maybe I should be doing it. I don't know. We're hanging on to the coattails. At any rate, that's good. I'm happy with that. That's really fun. Aquariums. Look, I'm hard at work doing really important things, I'll have you know. We're gonna get some campus research projects done now as well. We don't need Jenna K. We need somebody that builds rockets, but we'll hang on until somebody does decide to build a rocket. Oh, this toady is throwing money at me. It's like, come on, Ursa, you can do it. And I'm like, I'm trying. I am trying. I promise you, I'm trying. No, it's a rock band. How do I stop rock bands? Is it Cold War? No. Space race. That's some way away. Okay, we're working on rocketry now, which is a good thing. And we're going to go communist. I know I would like to send trade routes abroad. I really would. I just don't think they would be very good. Logistics finally gets to go into my government, which I'm very happy about. Don't need any more builders, which sounds ridiculous. So we're going to put that in now as well. Rationalism, just a tiny bit more science. Oh yeah, that helps a lot. I get broadcast centers as well. You know what? I think in multiplayer, and this is a bit of a weird statement, I appreciate, but I think in multiplayer, I actually prefer playing culture. I don't know, it just seems like a more natural play style for me. I might give Court of Love another go. Let me know in the comments. Would you like to see me play Court of Love again? I think I could give it another better go. And I just think it's just like a play style that's just so suited with mine. Sometimes you just get leaders that work, you know? Sometimes it just works and you have to go, okay, mister, it just works. I'll take your word for it. I'm just going full science focus on absolutely everything because I just don't have the time to micromanage this every turn. It's like, if you can make me some science, do it. Just do it. I just accepted a deal from Japan and I have no idea what it was. Oh, the Tokugawa gave my spy back to try and stop the victory. So this rock band walking around my land, I'm going to declare war as soon as I can to stop people like this from going. Oh, Shah's fun, but I don't want Shah. We need someone better. Oh, 750 gold per turn. Like I have to say, I think obviously we are behind, but this late game surge I am pretty proud of. We're doing okay. The builder game today, much, much better. We've builded everywhere. I just think it's sort of the cohesive strategy, I guess you'd call it, just hasn't quite been there. I just wasn't quite quick enough at the start. Korea is a tough one. Just slightly weird districts, slightly strange methods of playing. So once we've got Earth satellite, we can see what we're in for. But I think it's going to have to be maybe a helicopter attack. Even that might not be enough, but we'll give it a go. Just stopping the victory, if nothing else. And I'm going to go Dark Age pretty much from this point onwards in the game. But again, don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Our tech boost bounced. We didn't need to see that. Okay, now we're starting to one-turn techs nicely. Advanced flight, then satellites. Class struggle obtained. You can hear that annoying thing. Oh, Goddard. Goddard has got it. Yes. We've got Goddard. That's amazing. Just trying to start build some spaceports now. We learned from the last game, you need more than you think because they get nuked. Change governments now to communism, which will reduce a little bit of the, what do you call it, tourism on me. So that's good. Anything that can give extra stuff. Collectivization. Here we go. The domestic trade routes are now even better. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that trade route was insane. 9 food, 8 production. Oh, absolutely amazing. You know, I didn't actually check to see what communism did in this mod. Science and production per citizen in cities. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that tourism's looking high. Tourism's looking very, very high. I like the fact that I know where Smart Materials and Off-World Mission is. It's really handy. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get there quite in time. 58, 59. I'm still 8 techs behind, but I have managed to get more science. So I think my strategy was good. It was just a little bit behind the curve of where I needed to be, which is fairly typical, isn't it? That's just something that happens. Okay, there's satellites. That's good. And that rock band is annoying and needs to go. Yeah, surprise war on Congo. Okay, at least that rock band is gone. Start forming some armies where we possibly can. Moving to get forced modernization in. Putting you into the sea. Getting lovely mechanized infantry. This is probably the most ill-fated invasion you have ever seen, but never may it be said we didn't give this the old Ursa try. You know, I actually have the second highest culture now. I mean, I'm still like 4 to 5 times less, but I'm doing my bit, you know? Need a few more envoys here, unfortunately. What's the tourism at now? 1,600. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Don't think about it, Ursa. You'll soon be in space. That's all that matters. Oh, Schrodinger. Schrodinger's fun. Mary Leakey's going to go through next. Okay, we haven't missed anybody. That's too exciting, but that's awesome. Oh, no. You can, of course, still use the rock bands in your allies' lands. Nope. Go away. Bye-bye. I will kill you. Oh, Galapagos was there. That's cool. Reluctant to move my army too far forward because it's just going to get blown apart by fighters. I've got a sense of the army that would be waiting for me. Oh, yeah, there's the fighter. Told you. I told you the fighters would be appearing. I'm just waiting to do my first space project and then I'll be able to see. The power of K-pop must be in space before we can invade. You know that. That's just common knowledge. You know, we all know that. Is that a regular fighter? That's a regular fighter. Okay, at least they're not jet fighters. Oh, he saw me. Oh, my cavalry. My poor cavalry. Goodness me, there's so many routes coming to me. My allies have been absolutely amazing this game. I am hugely appreciative of them. And it kind of tells you just how important the Toady rule is. With an ally in Greece from the start of the game, a captured ally in Mali. If only we'd been able to take on Japan and we would have been an absolute force in this area of the map, but no, weren't able to do that. Doughboy, whatever Georgia's got going on over here, I'm not entirely sure of the win condition they were going for, but they're doing really, really well, you know. At least score-wise they are. How are they beating me? They've got a little bit more empire, a bit more wonders, and of course a religion. The religion helps. Not having a religion does kind of suppress your score a little bit. Well, my computer is whirring incredibly loudly, which normally means the victory is on the way. Ah, K-pop empire. Thank you so much. Hey, this time we didn't get nuked or bombed to death. I actually think my standing army put a lot of people off. So there was a little good thing in that, but we just didn't have the culture. In fact, nobody had the culture to stop that culture victory. So that victory probably came 10, 15 turns too early. If I'd had 1,000 culture, we would have made that really quite difficult. Well, would we? I don't know. More practice needed, but some huge positives. Cities captured, did a little bit of that. Districts constructed. I mean, you can see why this is happening. A little bit of a slow start. I mean, I did get some districts out pretty quickly, but cities founded, I think this graph sort of is quite telling. Like, I got a really quick settler out, but I was sort of in the lead until this bit, and I didn't do that second wave of settling until ages. That was the problem. I tried to stay on 7-8 cities, and I should not have done that. I think I needed more. Wonders, I don't think I had a single wonder all game. That also doesn't help. And then score. I mean, look, I definitely like picked up and was challenging. That was a fun game. That was a really fun game. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done. And welcome back, everybody. It's future Ursa here, or present day Ursa, depending on where you are in the timeline. I'm coming back about 4 days after the end of this game to have another look at what went right, what went wrong. You know what? Actually, looking back at this game after a few days away, the big takeaway, oh my lord, this was so much better than my previous games. I think I'm really starting to get the meta a little bit with these commercial hub sciencey openings. There's a lot of this I do quite like looking at this. The number of cities I got, I mean, a couple of these are quite new, so you'll notice the commercial hubs are missing on a few of them. But that's because it was only right towards the end of the game I settled them. The core cities, really good. The science, pretty decent as well. So why did we lose? What happened there? Well, ultimately, the culture victory was won, and we were all chatting after the game as a big group, and it was fairly evident the big problem with this particular game is that Congo, Helicopter Kicker, was the only real major player going heavily for a culture victory. Whenever you have a large lobby like this, you kind of expect that most of the victory conditions, that the leading ones anyway, science, culture, even religious to an extent, have at least 2 or 3 people picking out of the same bucket. It's the same thing with great people. Normally, there are a bunch of people trying to go for the same great people over and over. So in an 8-player game, you'll have maybe 3 or 4 people going for scientists, about 5 or 6 going for merchants, 2 or 3 going for admirals, and vice versa. There were other culture players on the game, such as Gorgo, and to a small extent, me and Marley, but really it was only Congo who absolutely purely focused on culture, and because of that, the culture victory probably came, I would say, about 10 turns too early. If we had focused on culture much more, or anybody on the map, say Tokugawa for instance, had gone for a culture build rather than the science Tokugawa we saw here with 900 science, if this had been a culture Tokugawa, well, this number, the 142 domestic tourists, would have been considerably more. This probably would have been about 200, 225, and that would have given us about 10 turns more, about turn 125. It's a very particular example, but in that time, in that 10 turns, I probably wasn't far off winning the game. I think I would have been around that point. I mean, let's have a look. How many techs? 6 techs? 14. No, with affirmation. Okay, I was slightly further away than I thought. But those 10 turns could have made a big difference in terms of closing in on the victory. Why was I so far behind? Well, I mean, my culture was pretty good. 400 culture for somebody that wasn't really going for a culture victory isn't bad. It could be a lot better. It wasn't bad. Ultimately, I do miss playing a very heavy culture game. I just prefer it to the heavy science game. I know it's a bit weird to say that, but I kind of do. My game, I think, went wrong in the classical era. Missing that golden age was absolutely brutal. I think I was, from memory, 1 era score away from getting the golden age, and I missed Penbrush and Voice. Now, at that point, because I had my unique science district, the Seowon, in about 3 or 4 locations, and I was building commercial hubs pretty rapidly at that point as well, yeah, that was tough. That was really tough. I missed a bunch of early game culture, and that really slowed me down from hitting the important points of recorded history. It meant that I got to feudalism later. It meant that I got to exploration later. It meant that I got to like humanism, enlightenment, civil engineering. It was all way delayed compared to where it was. I also think my early game build order, I'd read a few places that Korea and Sejong Korea particularly is one of those few civs where you do actually want to start with seowons because they're really cheap and because you can do district discounting on the commercial hub. So there is a play pattern there that works really well. I think I just am not quite as strong. If I'd opened up on commercials and then gone for the settlers before going for the science districts, yeah, my district discounting might have been wasted on my really cheap districts, but I think it would have been pretty good. Like, I got my early game great scientists. Those were really good. I had a monopoly of the early great grim scientists, like crazily, but I don't think it really did much for me. I mean, admittedly, I was going for science and there were no scientific city-states on this map. That was also another big thing. If I had noticed that earlier, I probably would have gone, you know what, culture was the way to go. Not that it would have helped. I mean, you can't get a culture victory, particularly when someone's on 1,600 culture per turn, but you know kind of what I mean, right? I mean, just to emphasize the point a little bit, if we have a look at Congo, I mean, you'll see like musician, artist, writer, musician, artist, writer, like no one else is going for them at this point. They have total monopoly. So we could have slowed them down considerably, but I remained and was about 8 techs behind. Yeah, look at this. I'm 8 techs behind Japan. I am 9 techs behind Congo. I have been from about the mid game. My early game was just really slow getting on those technologies. For whatever reason, I just haven't got the pacing just right at that early game science rush. And I never really closed that gap, which was a bit of a shame. That probably cost me about 10 turns. So there was 10 turns that I wasted with the pen brush and voice. Probably another 10 turns I wasted just being a bit slow onto technology. And then another 10 turns we as a collective group wasted on the culture victory. So I think victory was in range. It was in reach for us in this game. I just was a little bit too slow. My empire though, I do really, really like this. You can see I've got spaceports appearing everywhere. We have a really, really good wide settle. And my domination game was amazing. I have to say, we play with a very particular toady rule. This is not how like CPL or any other major multiplayer league works. There is no toady rule. But the fact that we went for Mali, captured them, and then had a gold puppet for the rest of the game. I have to say the player, I don't remember who it was on the top of my head. Was it JB? But whoever was playing Mali was the absolute best ally, and they allowed me to really power through the end of the game. And that's just the rule set of the games that we're playing. Maybe I should look at those toadies more. Like maybe I should have gone for Greece, although they were my ally. Maybe we should have gone for Tokugawa a little bit earlier, but Tokugawa was always very, very scientific. I mean, the empire down here looks absolutely astounding. Proper amazing Japan empire. I love it. You really do love to see it. Although I find that Japan not getting commercial hub bonuses for being on a river really very odd. What's that one? 5. Oh, it's possible. You need to check Tokugawa out at some point. Yeah, there was a lot to learn. But I am really impressed with this. I think I just need to keep practicing, keep the pace going. The one thing I did do really well in this game, and you can probably see based on the average amount of worked tiles, my builder game was really, really strong. It's only in the real perimeter cities towards the end of the game that I settled that really were giving me a bit of a problem in terms of not being fully chopped out. All of these core cities absolutely chopped out, and the production in my empire on average is really high because of it. I had 3 cities above 100 pop, which above 100 production, which I know it's not like top tier, but it's pretty good considering I wasn't really going for industrial zones very much in this game. Like I was mixing theater squares and the science. I mean, I got some great works. I should have got more. Yeah, there's loads we can practice in this game, but I really did enjoy it. I really, really did enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to mention. Warlord's Throne. Did I like it? Was it good? You know what? Actually, I think it was good because late game, it means you can build units really quite quickly, like tank armies in 3 turns without any cards in the government. That's awesome. That's really, really good. I mean, I need more encampments. I need to be able to really prioritize this stuff more, but that's like really quite good in case you get attacked late game. I might play around with the Warlord's Throne more. I mean, again, to reconfirm, I did not build Warlord's Throne because of the production. Oh, hang on. I've just realized there is no percentage production on this if you conquer. I went through that entire game thinking there was. No, it is just a flat bonus towards making units. Okay. Well, it saves gold. It makes production. I'm going to say this, it sounds really weird. Considering I didn't go for the settler ancestral hall, I missed out on the builders. I'm still chopped out. I still have a load of cities. I like Warlord's Throne. I actually think I prefer that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, why is the research lab up at 30 science? That seems insane. 3 inside. How has that gone to 20? What have we done? We've got rationalism in. Oh, rationalism is way easier to hit. I didn't notice this at the time. It's only 13 pop and it's only +3 adjacency. I was thinking it was going to be +4 the entire game. Okay, that's quite interesting. Fair enough. So yeah, there was a lot to learn. And I think I just need to, as I say, continue practicing. Did I like the Pingala start over the Moksha start? I don't know. Do I want to keep practicing? Absolutely, I do. Thank you, everybody, for watching this game. Again, I really, really hope you enjoyed it. And before we go, I just wanted to do the mandatory. Here is the viewpoint of the victor screen. The one thing that we will notice is just the absolute obscene amount of cities. There's quite a lot going on here. Quite a few indeed. I actually think production-wise, I was generally up to date and keeping up here, which is quite cool. But the real difference is that all of these were fully fleshed out. All of these had theatre squares, all of these had commercial hubs, all of these had campuses. It's interesting actually that there aren't really too many industrial zones. There aren't really too many holy sites and only a couple of encampments this time. So not a particularly war-y build, but still all really good. I wonder, is the neighborhood ploy being used here? This is the thing I noticed about BPM having tourism in neighborhood buildings. Yeah, the shopping malls, they're all there. This player knows what they're doing. Very good to see. Books upon books upon books upon books upon books. They look amazing. And because they're Congo, of course, they are just eating all of these. None of them are themed. I feel like more of an effort could have been made to theme. Why are these all created by Ursa Ryan? What are you doing with my stuff? Where did you get this? It's all mine. It literally is all Ursa Ryan. What? Why is this all mine? That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, never mind. Where are all these trade routes going? To the ally Japan, I want to point fingers and say, you know, the betrayal should have come slightly earlier, but hey, absolutely excellent game. As ever, well done. Don't build Manhattan Project. What are you doing that for? You didn't need to do that. No. Leave that alone. Leave that well alone. Actually, a lot of these cities are just settled slightly further away as well. They do have more of a 5-tower gap than a 4-tower gap. I have been thinking about that. Maybe that's something I do kind of want to employ a little bit. Oh well, terrifically good game as ever. Well done, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Remember in the comments, let me know if you're enjoying these. Let me know if there's any strategy you want to see me have a go at. Until next time, see you later. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Clibben Thirdas, Poppy Dude, The Nickerman, Mushkin Mandletort, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Toon General, Capo Yobby Varani, The Uncivil Engineer, Radiatore, Debo91, Dan Jamo, Slither Alley, Scott Stratton, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Teddy's Ursa, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Legally Trash, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Bob Tway, Abstract Fun, JP Genius, Arctic Fox, Bookaluk79. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!